Cutting someone off and silent. You know, there are some times in life where you just gotta let people go. And, you know, my name is Arica Angelo. I am a dating and relationship expert of 14 years. And in saying that, my heart normally is to encourage people to find a solution, to communicate through, to resolve their differences, because I do think that our culture is too weak and we give up too easily and we walk away way too damn fast. But there comes that point where you are willing to give it all and the other person is just not showing up and they don't want to show up. And so sometimes in this moment, giving them the gift of silence is the best thing that you can do. Now, I'm saying that, but at the end of this video, I'm going to share with you that there are some major blind spots that I see in people who want to hear advice like this, and maybe they should not be cutting someone off. And maybe it's their own blind spots that may be causing some sabotage, or not even sabotage, but they also have a role to play that they're not acknowledging and they're not seeing. And so I don't want that to be you. So make sure that you stay at the end of this video because I want to share that. But here's the thing, before I get there, I want to say this, you know, when you're giving your all and someone else refuses to show up. Now, this doesn't mean you're throwing a fit and they're not showing up the way that you want. No. That's entitlement, and that stuff will keep you lonely. We're not talking about that. And I think I want to preface it that very strongly, because there's so much advice. You can grab a meme off of Instagram, off of Pinterest, TikTok, YouTube, wherever. You can grab some advice and you can go, I'm cutting that person off. And really, it wasn't necessary. It wasn't called for. That there were solutions, but because you think you deserve better, but you're not showing up with your best, you think you can just cut people off. That's not what we're talking about here. If that's you, that's some entitlement, and you got to look at that, because that will keep you lonely for a very long time, and it'll have you going, why doesn't anybody love me? Because you don't let anybody in, because you got too much pride. Okay? So we're not talking about that. We're talking about a person who is sincerely showing up and giving their all. I know, I feel like that was really hard, but I really want to clear that up because I see so much of it going on, and it's wrong. It's trash advice when it's someone who is just trying to self-protect. That's not relationship. Go do your healing. Go see a therapist. Hire a coach like myself. Do your work, but don't just go cutting everybody off in life. That doesn't work. So there are times when you're in a situation and you are giving your all. And let me tell you something. You've heard it before. It takes two to tango. Two people have to show up in the relationship. And there comes a point where there are some people who just refuse to keep playing ball. They refuse to show up. They refuse to shut up too. They refuse to show up in the relationship, meaning you're seeing a therapist, you're using your communication tools, you are pausing, walking away, regaining control over yourself, you are looking for ways to make the relationship, the situation better. And they are just going at it half ass. They're just not doing their part whatsoever. And if they are doing it, it's doing just enough to keep you hooked. But you know, and you can feel that their heart's not in it, that the work that they are doing is not actual work. It's just buying themselves time. In that situation, typically when someone is lying to you, when they are manipulating you, when they are giving you half truths and they are showing up with half effort, sometimes it's people like that no matter what you say, they will manipulate your words. Or let's just be really honest. They may say things and because you're weak, or maybe you feel like you need their love, even though you know their love is not love and it's not right and it makes you feel miserable and you should walk away. You just don't have the strength. This is where silence can become your best friend. Because instead of, some people are great at going back and forth and they love to play that mind ninja game on you, and they love to talk a good talk, and they love to bring up all the things that you vulnerably shared with them. They love to bring up all the hard things that you're working through that you haven't fully conquered. They love to throw that in your face. You don't need to hear it. You don't need to stick around for that abuse. You don't need to hear their trash that's coming to poison your heart, your mind, and your soul. You don't got to sit there and stick through it. Sometimes putting a stand up for yourself and saying, listen, I'm not doing this. And now you get my silence. And when you're dealing sometimes with a narcissist or a manipulative person, that is the worst thing that they want to have happen. Because when you do that, you take their power away. And their power is in manipulating you by convincing you that they're showing up when your intuition says, no, they're not. Your body goes, okay, if they're showing up, why do I feel so fearful? Why do I feel pain? Why is it not bringing resolution? Why is there no peace? Why is there not a feeling of love coming with their efforts? Sometimes in those moments, that's where silence is your best friend. What does that mean? It means not responding to their messages. You can be really clear with them and you can put a nail in the coffin and say, listen, I'm done. I'm not acknowledging your calls. I'm not acknowledging your emails. I'm not acknowledging your messages on social media. I'm done. And I need to walk away from you. I need to walk away from conversating with you. And I need you to respect that. Some people will respect that. Some people won't. And let me tell you, it gets really hard because that's the first step. And you're like, whew, I did it. I stood up for myself. Yeah, everything changes. No, you're going to get weak. You're going to want to reach out. You're going to want to break that barrier. Some of you might be so pissed off. You're like, no, I'm good. I'm really good, Arica. I'm really good. If that's you, I want you to comment in the comment section. Really good. You're like, no, I'm good. I can cut them off. I'm good. I just needed someone to tell me I could. And now you did. I'm doing it. Yeah, when it becomes toxic, when it becomes a bunch of back and forth, and there's no resolve, there's no resolution, there's no understanding, and that person, you can just feel inside of them. They don't want to play. They don't want to grow. And they're saying that, but you see from their efforts, it's not actually creating any change. That's when silence becomes your best friend, so that you don't get into this manipulative ninja back and forth. It's not worth it. It's very grating. We think that we're tough to like stand in stuff like that. That doesn't make you tough. That means you're signing up for a beating that's going to take a toll in the years to come. It's going to show up in your next relationship. Those beatings, they leave marks. So don't put any marks on yourself. Walk away. So I did say this. Also, I want to say, if you are new here, get my connection meditation, especially when you feel like you need silence. This will help you in your silence, because when you're silent, you're either very angry at them or you're going to get weak and you want to reach out to them. Listen to this connection meditation. It's absolutely free. There's a free video that I made with it so that you can see the visual representation of the words that I'm sharing with you with some very loving music. Get that meditation. Listen to it in the morning when you wake up, when you go to bed at night. Do this for 30 days. It will change your life. Make sure that you get that. But here's the thing. This is my challenge for you before you absolutely walk away from someone with your silence, when you just cut them off, is you have to ask yourself, one, am I showing up for myself in the relationship? Meaning, or in the situation, am I giving myself the things that I need? Or am I demanding this other person to give me stuff that I'm not giving to myself? Because I think what happens in that scenario is you're creating a pit, and that person will never win. And that person's never going to win because you're not winning with yourself. So make sure, I think the biggest thing that you can do is have some accountability in this. Have a conversation with yourself. Am I showing up for myself? When I do communicate to this person, am I doing it from a place of love, or am I doing it from a place of fear? Intention is a huge game changer, because a lot of times we're communicating to people, but we're doing it from a place of fear. So we come across as manipulative, angry, hurtful, because we're not coming from love. We want them to give us something that we're not giving ourselves. And so we're angry and we're frustrated. Be accountable with yourself. Ask yourself, am I moving forward with love? Do I actually love this person, or do I just want to hurt them right now? Because if you just want to hurt them, then that's on you. It's like, you know, what they say about unforgiveness. It's like giving someone else, it's like drinking poison and hoping that the other person dies. It doesn't work that way. Here's the last thing I want to share with you. Get with a friend. Get with someone who has wise counsel. Not one of those friends like, yeah, girl, let's go get drunk. Yeah, man, let's just go drink a couple of beers. Not that person. No, that's not what you need. Someone with wise counsel who has some of the things in their life that you want. And ask them, hey, this is my situation. Explain to them what's going on. Say, I think I'm about to silence this person. Are there any blind spots that you see in me that I'm not acknowledging? And that person may say, yeah, absolutely. You're cold, you're vindictive. They may say those things to you, and you got to hear it. Otherwise, then you just continue to create the same thing that you have right now. That's never going to change because you're the creator. Or they may say, listen, I see you giving everything you have to this relationship, to this situation, and you've done it time and time again. It's time you walk away, and I'll hold your hand as you go through that process. If this video spoke to you, make sure that you like it, you subscribe, and make sure that you share this with a friend. Maybe you're not even watching this for yourself. Maybe you have a friend who's going through this. Share it with them. It could save their life. Sometimes we stay in wrong situations when we need to just walk away. And the longer we stay, the more we pay the price. And it does come with a price. Listen, I'll be loving on you in one of my next videos to come. Remember you matter. Remember you're valuable. And remember your boundaries. And know that you're loved. I'll see you soon. Take care.